From the CD American Honey, Roky, Moon, and Bolt on Zen Hill Records right here from Houston, Texas. And, of course, you can catch that band with all the bands on the label tomorrow night over at Fitzgerald's. And, Aaron, that was some great stuff. Thank you, my man.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll taste another one here in a minute, but we're going back to Winter Wallace. And, Winter, tell me about the next project you have with Zen Hill Records. What's going to happen next?
Oh my gosh, who knows? Anything could happen. We're kind of working on our next album right now.
Okay.
So we've just been writing some stuff, kind of moving away from the old tunes since I've been singing them for 10 years. So we've been writing actually kind of a lot of new material, I guess, but
and
yeah.
you're turning around to look at Kris as he
he and I have been
okay.
yeah, he and I have been writing a lot together. We get together and do our writing sessions once or twice a week, and it's been really awesome. Yeah, Nolan also, he's like the MD of the whole band, so he directs us all.
And Nolan, you're in some interesting side projects. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the other things that you do as well besides Winter Wallace Band?
Yeah, there's a record I just finished with a good friend of mine, and the project's called Beautiful Contributors, and we're kind of trying to figure out how to kind of properly release that with a show and stuff. So we have like a website with some info there, but yeah, I'm doing a lot, and I kind of do music as my living full time, and so it all kind of coincides, creates a fabric, of a bunch of different stuff that keeps me super busy. So, and
that's good. And you play quite a few instruments, is that right?
I guess. I mean,
come on,
I dabble.
Come on, don't be lying.
Guitar is my main thing.
Okay, but you dabble in what else?
I dabble in drums and bass and a little bit of keys and stuff too. So, and I play some keys with Winter live when we do shows and stuff. So.
Sure. Very nice. Do you play around with that stuff in the studio when you record?
Yeah, we do.
You switch it up quite a bit?
Yeah, we kind of all do, and it's kind of like, especially for the last record, when we went in, it was kind of like, whoever wants to play whatever, we kind of just said, leave it open, and whoever's feeling inspired to do whatever they want to do. And I feel like this next record especially will be a lot like that, and it'll probably be more of a band effort, I think,
sure.
Because we, since Holiday was kind of a little bit of a hodgepodge, because we put some of these older tunes that even like Winter was working with Dan Workman on before the band was together, and before her and I even met. There's some tunes kind of that date that far back. So we decided, we went through a lot of struggles with that. We were like, well, do we want to release 2 separate EPs, or how do we want to do this? And we just decided, we're going to put everything we have up to this point on a record and get it out there, and just like the world needs to hear it already, so we did that, and it's a work that we're really proud of, but I think this next one is going to have a little bit more of a organic feeling probably to it, because we're going to all kind of be
put your hands in
principally involved in it. And so we've been writing, and we're kind of, Winter will team up with each one of us individually, and we've kind of been writing in little subgroups, I guess, if you want to say that. So it should be interesting to see how some of those tunes flesh out, since they've kind of started in different areas with each of our influences kind of on them from the get-go. So
very cool. Well, I can't wait to get that release in my hands so I can start spinning it.
Thanks.
But
we
hey,
can't
it's
wait
in the
to
works.
make it.
Sorry, I don't want to pressure.
Yeah. No, you need to stay on our butt, because otherwise it may never happen.
Well, I know that it's a long, hard process to get a record made, but as a fan of music, I always push artists to bring me something new. And that's a compliment. So
sweet.
Don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And Winter, your day job, you have an interesting day job. You haven't sold that. You're on your way to becoming Beyonce status, but
oh my God.
But until that happens, you also have a day job, and you're pretty passionate about your day job.
Yeah, I am. I met this little boy named James. He's on the autism spectrum. I met him when he was 4. He's 6 now, and he kind of really quickly became the love of my whole entire world. And so I started working with him, and then I also work with another little girl. She has a developmental disorder, and so I kind of just dove into this world of autism, and it's so incredible. I mean, they're such amazing kids, and he and I was with him yesterday, and he's awesome. He keeps me in line. Yesterday he was telling me that how dirty my car was and how I need to get it cleaned and everything like that. But I also kind of, in his honor, started something called Autism and Art, and it's for all of the Houston musicians and artists and everybody to create something, anything, whatever they're great at, and then we auction it off at a silent auction, and then all of the proceeds go to a family who can't afford to pay for therapy for their autistic child. So it could be a kiddo that's just slightly on the spectrum, or really they're nonverbal. It could be anything. But yeah, I'm really definitely into the whole world of autism, and it's amazing.
And you're going to team up with Zen Hill and do some kind of project as well.
I hope so. That would be amazing. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Winter Wallace live in the KPFT studio. She brought Kris and Nolan to accommodate her, and you guys are going to do another one live.
Yes.
And of course, they will be performing tomorrow night over at Fitzgerald's for the Zen Hill Records showcase. Great. What's the next one?
This one is called Young Again. This is actually, I think, our newest track that we've been playing live, so we've played it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Tiny bread to tie my lashes down.
KBFD studio, playing tomorrow night over at Fitzgerald's for the Zen Hill Records showcase. That was great.
Thank you.
Hey, I read on your website you had some influences, and one of them was Fiona Apple, and I can't remember the other two.
Definitely. Oh, probably Fiona Apple. I guess Imogen Heap is kind of a recent. She's not really an influence, but I love her.
I hear Susie and the Banshees in some of your songs.
Is it bad that I don't know who that is?
No, not at all.
I don't know anything. You'd have to tell me a song. I never know the artist because my mom growing up would always say, it doesn't matter who sings it as long as you like the song.
It was kind of like underground new wave in the... Robert Smith from The Cure came out of her band.
Oh.
So it's kind of early.
I know who that is.
early Cure, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you need to go online and check out some of her stuff.
I will.
You kind of sound like her to me, but I could be wrong.
That's good. I'm glad that you said that and not Evanescence, because unfortunately I get that a lot at shows. Oh, no.
Okay, so I don't even know who that is.
Good.
All right. I won't Google that then later.
Yeah, please don't.